What's up, squad? Just popping in here tonight because I feel like we really need to have a talk. And it's a very important topic, and it's about backdooring. All right, so if you haven't been under rock, you know we are finally past the Travis Scott Jumpman Jack or Cactus Jack T-Rex that they're calling this shoe now, right? We're past that release. I got lucky on a raffle from the Better Generation, able to cop this for retail. And not many people, well, some people did on the sneakers app and some other raffles that were out there. But we know where there's the different stages of Travis Scott, right? And the sneaker releases. We had this one, the reverse mocha, dark mocha, and then there was the red colorway, or whatever they want to call it, the red swoosh, which was just a show, man. And it's like every time we have a Travis Scott drop, there is issues. There's his site raffle that somehow, some way, mysteriously, there's hardly any W's, right? People have accused them of being like the biggest backdoor since Trophy Room. And for whatever reason, I feel like Travis Scott and company, they just get a pass, or people just love Travis Scott and his sneakers so much, and people go through the different stages of the Travis Scott process, right? It's like, oh, this shoe is dope. It's so great. I gotta have it. The release happens. Nobody gets a W. People are mad. People are livid at his site drop, which is literally the worst. Because if you do hit on some stuff, it's like 4 to 6 weeks to get them, whatever. But people are like, I'm done with Travis Scott. I'm done. I'm not touching that site ever again. And I was just talking to my homeboys the other day, and I was like, yeah, okay, until the next drop, right? Because then by the next drop, everybody's like, oh, this shoe's so fire. I gotta get it. It's a must cop. Boom, 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 boom. And here we are again. We got this one that dropped. We got the red swoosh pair that dropped. I think, there's a lot of speculation. A lot of things been going on in the Twitterverse about that drop. It pretty much dropped straight to GOAT and StockX. And now we have the Elkins Jordan 1 low drop that's coming up. And we're already seeing tons and tons of backdooring going on, where people are online posting pictures with literally, I don't even know, 100 pair of those shoes. And for those who don't know, who are new to the sneaker space or don't know what backdooring is literally, if I have a store, I have a shoe that I'm selling, I'm going to conduct a raffle. I'm going to tell you I got first come, first serve. But literally at the same time, I'm putting pairs out the back door to people that I know, right? To people that are buying in bulk, that are buying early. So those pairs that I'm raffling really don't exist. There's nothing there for you, and it's literally just for show. And it just is like bad for sneaker culture, man. And I got another buddy, I got Be More Sneakers, we talk all the time, and he's like, I don't understand why Nike gets a pass, Travis Scott gets a pass, people like that with these collabs, right? Because this is something that goes on a lot. Now, this is all alleged, but all signs point to, and so many stories have been put out there online from people that are in those spaces that will tell you, yes, these guys are selling out the back door for a premium price. They're selling them early. Marcus Jordan, even Michael Jordan's son, like as ridiculous as that sounds, when your father's a billionaire, why in the world would you need to do that? Travis Scott, who's, rich in his own right, why would he need to do that? But we also got to think, too, that it's not Travis Scott with a pallet of shoes selling them to ABC person out the back door, right? It's somebody along the chain of the line down to where that person is, handing cash and getting shoes. Travis Scott's not touching these shoes. Michael Jordan, what's the other guy? Marcus Jordan's not touching these shoes. But, it's just the chain, right? And it's just, what do we do about it? And that's really the main reason I want to talk about it tonight. I felt like it was a conversation that needed to happen. There's so much going on. There's so much being posted online. People are talking about Travis and his drops and what he's done historically. And it's not just Travis, right? It's boutiques, like across the board. A lot of them, they live and die by backdooring because, of course, when it's a hype drop, all the sneakerheads come out for it, right? When it's a Travis Scott, sure. But when it's Jordan 1 green glow or 3 green glow, these people that are purchasing out the back door are what kind of keeps these boutiques and these places afloat throughout, because they gotta buy everything, right? They can't just if you're a shop, you can't just say, just give me all the Travis Scott, collabs, all the Almayer collabs, and the Sakai collabs. You got to take that. You got to take the the Jordan 3, the grade school peach. You got to take the Jordan 4. What's those ones that had the gray with the chrome wing on the side? You got to take the vivid sulfurs. You got to take the artisanal red, the green glow, and all those things. And I'm not making excuses for it, because it's really, I feel like it's horrible for sneaker culture, because as a sneaker collector, we just want a fair shot, and that's really what that's all about. We want a fair shot, and these things, man, they happen, but then you really got to think, who is to blame, or who continually perpetuates this cycle? Because these guys are bonded out the back door for X amount of dollars above retail. Some maybe, I guess, at retail or whatever. But is it the secondary purchaser who's really to blame? When you're going to StockX, when you're going to GOAT, when you're paying $600 and $700 and $1,000 or $1,400 for fragment lows, and they already were backdoored before the release happened. So you didn't have a retail chance, but now you're going to give these secondary markets umpteen% return on those dollars. It's like, okay, this works. I'm making money. Let me do it again on the next drop, right? And everybody's happy on the back end side. And the only person that's not happy is the person like myself that's looking for a retail W, right? So it's just, I don't know. I really feel like, is there a solution? I know Travis Scott dropped the red swoosh pair of the T-Rex Cactus Jacks, and that was just kind of done for visibility, just to look like they did something. There were people that actually did get a W, notification email, and this person said, due to the exclusive nature and high demand, we are currently sold out. We apologize for the inconvenience. So people got a W email, went to check out, there were no shoes available. Like, that's horrific. And you might as well just don't give me a W, because that's like worse than getting an L, right? It's getting a W, but then no way to check out and actually get the shoe that you thought you were about to get. And this is just, is it the brand? Is it the collaborator? Is it just somewhere along the supply chain where this thing is happening? I don't really know, but I don't know what the solution is. Let me know in the comments if y'all have any ideas. People that are out there that are reselling, let me know what you think about it. What do you think is a solution? I will say this guy Raph Kicks, who I don't know if you're on Twitter or X now as it's called, he has been posting a lot online. He's deep into the resell game and knows a lot, and he was kind of talking about Travis specifically. And it's not to just completely poo-poo on Travis, but Travis's track record is not great. But yet his pairs continually sell out, and the people I know that love a Travis Scott are living for a Travis Scott every drop that comes out. They hate it when they get the L and everything else, then they go and pay resell, then the next drop comes, it goes through the same cycle over and over again. But anyway, Rapkick said, let's go down memory lane and recall what they've done in the past. Travis Golf, remember that one. Travis Scott's team only sent invoices to content creators. Like me, there were some, I'm not gonna name who they were, but they told them, show your W's. Like during this, they were live streaming, and then, the kind of the sneakerheads really saw through it. I saw that these people had W's that came way in advance of when they said I just got it. No, that was hours and hours and hours ago. That was ugly. The Travis Phantom raffle. That raffle didn't go live until midnight, and wins went out at 3 a.m. Eastern. Now, who's up at midnight? It's the middle of the week, like Wednesday, Thursday, and 3 a.m. trying to check out on a shoe. The Travis Fragment Highs, that blue and white. I didn't love that one anyway. Paid no attention to that drop. No release at all. Super shady release with no transparency. Ultimately ended up being fully backdoored. I think the only W's that I saw were a few that came through on the sneakers app. But for Travis's site, he didn't even do a drop on that shoe. So back to the golf. This person says, so Travis's team gave pairs to influencers during the raffle and asked them to post their W's. No hate to those guys, but with there being practically no public W's from the raffle, Travis' team forgot there's an entire sneaker community that can see through the BS. Backdoor all you want, but don't announce something is for everyone when it actually isn't. And then this was another one that really got me, because there's some information online talking about how Travis and he has a contractual obligation to GOAT. So Kick said they've also supplied thousands of leftover Air Maxes for GOAT's Black Friday events, as they've notably had them in full-size runs in excessive quantities for 2 years in a row. And I do remember on Black Friday, they just did for Air Max Day, they still had pairs of those Travis Scott Air Maxes, right? The Air Max 1s and all those 3 colors. They were like plentiful on that. And I saw a lot of W's of people getting those on the Air Max Day event. And then, and then not just Travis, this was Born and Raised. Remember the Born and Raised Nike SB? That was a whole other thing. The family wanted to take all those pairs, and they did a friends and family and backdoored on like so many of them. Nobody got W's on those when they brought them back. But again, Marcus Jordan, he got some W's out for the Trophy Room lows that just dropped this past spring. But then these guys are getting smarter and they're doing things differently. They get a few W's out, then they hold back stock, then they backdoor the rest. So it's just a lot, man. It's so much that I don't know what the solution is. Like I said, I mean, as a sneakerhead, somebody that, and all of us, right? We just want one pair. I just want one size 11. It's tough. It's hard out here, man. So let me know what y'all think. I just want to just talk about it. Like, does Nike get a pass? And again, it's not just Nike. This is all kinds of brands. I remember Salahi Bembry, like, not that he backdoored, but like some of these releases that these other brands do, no bot protection. So they let the bottle boys just go to town and they don't care. They just want the shoe to be gone. So it's a lot of different angles to this whole sneaker thing. So let me know what y'all think about it. And if anybody has a magic bullet for backdooring, how to overcome it, what do we do? People just stop? If people stop paying resell for pairs like this, that we see a month or 2 or 3 weeks before release, people out here with 100+ pairs already, that's your W that they're taking. Then they're going to sell it back to you via StockX, eBay, for whatever, $400, $500, $600, $700, and then you go buy it. Is that the smart move? So I don't know. Myself, I'm like retail or bust. If I don't get it, unless it's something I really, 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 really want, which in any of these, like those Elkins, Travis's, is a pass. If I don't hit retail, peace out. I keep it moving. That's just my thoughts. OG Sneakerhead. Just wanted to see what you guys thinking. All right, y'all. See you on the next one. Peace.